All right. I have to give kudos to VeryDarkMan for bringing this case back to the spotlight. Mohbad actually deserved justice. We no go stop until the truth comes out. In this video, you will hear from a Mohbad close female friend as she shared her personal side of the story, what Mohbad went through, the kind of people he was surrounded by, and even the type of woman he married. Sit back and watch as we go through her heartfelt narration together. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more updates like this. Justice for Mohbad.
Alright, so I have here with me Dominica, who claims to be best friends with Mohbad. Everything you want to say to the public now, why did you decide to do it now? Why now?
Because I can't die knowing what I know. I don't know.
So whatever thing you want to tell us now, who is going to fact check you to say what she's saying is true?
Wumi can, the NDLEA can.
Yeah, that's a nice question.
I feel like a lot of my friends and people around me can. And, yeah.
How did you know Mohbad? How did you meet him?
I met him through his friend, as at then was my boyfriend. So,
Okay.
but we got very close.
You are Mohbad?
Yeah, me and Mohbad. He would come to my office in the morning, him and his friend, to drop me and pick me in the night. Then we'll go for shows and...
Was he coming with his girlfriend? Was he coming with her?
Initially, he wasn't coming with his girlfriend. He was coming alone. They were coming alone, the both of them. Were friends for like months before he introduced me to his girlfriend. That, oh, this was his girlfriend.
So he introduced you to his girlfriend?
Yeah.
So how about, did he come with Naira at some point, with the Malian music?
During the whole process of the videos and like us going for shoots and stuff like that, I met Naira through him.
So Mohbad also introduced you to Naira?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. So please, okay, so let's start with the NDLEA part. A lot of videos went viral where Mohbad cried that they hit him with a gun. A lot of people don't know how they got to the NDLEA place, right? What happened? How did they get to the NDLEA place? Why did NDLEA hit him with a gun? Why was he calling Zinoliski's name? Because I think that was the period he said Zinoliski snitched on him. You know, why was he calling all those names and everything?
Okay.
You have to be audible.
Okay, so that night, we're not initially at home. Me, Mohbad's girlfriend, as at then they were still girlfriend and boyfriend.
That night of the NDLEA, what happened?
Okay, so initially we're not at home.
Okay.
That night, Mohbad said he was not interested in the relationship with his girlfriend as at then anymore. Okay. So because then I just met her, I didn't really know much about her. Okay. So my boyfriend as at then said we should go and beg on her behalf. We should go and beg him on her behalf, and we couldn't do it at Malian's house because Mohbad was always having a lot of people in his room. So we decided to go to VGC where my ex was staying with the girlfriend. So the four of us, and then Mohbad just bought his car. I think it was like some days before that day. So we drove down to VGC. We're at VGC, and they wanted to record because he also has a recording studio in his room. I mean, my ex. So they decided to record as well as, you know, the whole begging. Wanted to beg and, you know, record and all of that together. So during the process, they said they couldn't record with clear eyes. They have to buy smoke. They said they did not have
it's
like,
normal for them.
Who wanted to buy smoke?
My ex and Mohbad.
Okay.
So
was the wife there at the time?
Yeah, the four of us. So it was just the four of us in the room.
Okay, go.
So we decided to go and buy the smoke, and we decided to follow them as we don't want to stay in the house alone.
Okay.
So the four of us, like immediately we came out of VGC, somebody put a call through to I can't remember the person, but I think it was Wumi because she was closest to the. I don't know anybody as at that time in Malian's house yet. I know them, but it wasn't like I was close to anybody yet.
Okay, so you were more close to Mohbad
yes,
than any other person in the Malian's house.
And his friend.
Okay, so somebody put a call from where to where?
Yeah, to us.
From Malian's house.
From Malian's house that they've arrested Zino, blah blah. They've handcuffed him. They want to take him away, blah blah blah. So the two guys, that's Mohbad and his friend, they said, oh, they have to start going to Malian's house. We now as ladies, we're trying to tell them, let's not go, let's wait. Maybe after the arrest, after taking them away, we can go back
to the place.
They were like, no, they can't let the NDLEA carry their brothers away. Or
so Mohbad says, it's his brother.
Yes, they can't let them carry them away. That they have to go and intercept them, and So we had no choice. 4 of us went back to Malian's house to go and I also stay. My own house was like a stone throw from Malian's house, okay. So it was easy for us to enter the estate. We got to the gates.
From VGC now, you people had to drive down.
Yes, we drove down because
so
we're already driving.
Okay.
We did not need access code or anything
because you stay in the
my
estate
house
as well.
And also yes, so we could access. It was easy for us to enter. So when we got to the to Malian's house gates, the NDLEA locked us outside, and they were already on the fence, like on the fence of the house. I don't know how Mohbad found a way to enter. So from inside, he was telling me, he said I should. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? He said it was with me, but it was low. He said I should start making I should go on live. No, he said I should go on live. So I didn't know it was on live. He said I started making a video. He said no, go on live, go on live. So I cut the video and I started making. I went on live
with his own phone.
With my phone.
With your phone.
Yeah. So as at then, my phone was on, let's say 20% or 15%. I can't remember, but my phone was low. So I was trying to tell him my phone was, but the whole commotion was too much. Everybody was, the noise, and immediately they saw that Mohbad was there. I think people were inside, but they were inside their houses, peeping from windows. Nobody came outside up until we came there. So they started hearing our voices, and people started coming out from their rooms. So that was how I started making the videos. And surprisingly, I don't know how the video got to, before you know it got to 8,000, 10,000. And the whole show started. So during the whole, I don't know how, we maneuvered and entered, everybody entered. And by then, they already handcuffed Shubomi. No, they already handcuffed Zino.
Okay.
And they were dragging him on the floor. So the boys, all the guys were trying to fight that, no, you can't take him, you can't take him. Mohbad was quarreling with them, my ex was quarreling, everybody was quarreling with the NDLEA people. You can't even, okay, where's your warrant? Even if you want to come and arrest, where's your warrant? So we're all, everybody was, I was just by the side making video, I was shouting. So at a point, Wumi ran to one of the NDLEA guy, removed his cap, and tried to tear his shirt, said being physical with the guy. So immediately, you can go back to the video. Anybody, I feel like the video is online. You guys can go back to the video. If you check the video, I dropped the camera immediately and I started shouting. I said, Wumi, leave him alone. Don't touch him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Wumi, stop. Wumi, stop. I dropped my phone because I didn't want people to see that she was
being physical with the NDLEA.
Yes. So I shouted immediately and I dropped it. But you could hear my voice shouting, Wumi, stop. Wumi, stop. Wumi, stop. So after then, those NDLEA, they found how to maneuver. They carried Zino because they were dragging. As at then, they already got angry because we're already being physical with them. So they got angry and they were dragging Zino on the floor. So they put Shubomi inside the car. Then one other guy that just came on a visit. I don't know the guy. I've never seen him before. Then they put them inside a white bus. There was no. There was no window. It was a plain white bus. There was no window, nothing. So they took the bus left, drove to the gate. So Mohbad quickly told me, he said I should call the estate gate.
But they didn't take Mohbad.
No, Mohbad didn't.
Mohbad was still dragging with them.
Yes, he was still dragging, and his best friend, they were still dragging that no, you can't, you can't do this, you can't do this. So they left. The NDLEA left. We're still at Malian's house, and immediately Mohbad said, enter the car. His own car. So as at that point, everybody was energy now. Everybody just jumped into the car. We all jumped into Mohbad's car. We that came with him, we all jumped into the car. Then I think few people were with us inside the car, so like 2 or 3 people. Everybody just lapped everybody, and we followed them. We're chasing after the NDLEA car. So he told me to call the estate gate because it was my estate. I could call them. So immediately I dropped the video. I ended the live. I called the estate gate and I told them that if they let that bus out of estate, that they were going to have like Naira Marley and the rest to answer to. So I was just being
so that they will not let the NDLEA go.
Yes. So I had to just say that, and luckily for us, they locked the gates, the security gates, and they locked the gates.
Security men, they locked the gate.
Yeah. So while we were at their back chasing them, we were not even so far from them. So on getting to the gates, that was where the whole show started. So on getting to the gates, the NDLEA, on sighting the car, Mohbad's car, they drove front because they saw that they already locked the gates. They started shooting up. They drove
like literally shooting,
yes,
or
up,
just
up. No, up.
Gun.
Yes, with their guns.
Okay.
They drove forward and drove backwards with their car and hit Mohbad's car. Then drove forward again, drove backward again, hit the car again, drove forward again, drove backward and backwards again, hit again. Make sure they hit the car like 3 times. And you know, you just bought the car from this.
What car was that?
Lexus 3.
Lexus.
Yes, 350. Yeah. Okay. So on like after immediately Mohbad saw that, he jumped down. So my car. Like he was just shouting and started. All of them started exchanging blows. So immediately my ex saw, they were fighting Mohbad. Him too got down, started hitting them because they were hitting his friend. So all of them started protecting each other and started hitting the NDLEA. That was when the NDLEA now used their gun. And Mohbad was on low cuts when he was still barbing his harsh hair. So they used the gun and was hitting him countlessly on his head, countlessly. So he started bleeding. So I went on live again, but while I was on live, because the whole stuff already got so messy, I was very scared. So I like hit the phone on that, but I was trying to read the comments. Everybody was just telling me, please just stay online, please don't leave, just stay online. Let's know where are they taking you people to. Like it was getting messy and everywhere was dark. So I hit the camera and I was making the videos, and they started hitting everybody, including Shubomi. They used the gun, the head of the gun, and started hitting Shubomi. But Shubomi was so she was so lucky. She used her leg to like guide them.
Okay, like what? Like?
Yes. So she entered the bus, like they pushed her inside the bus. Zeno too was like very like just come inside, just come in. Everybody like so. When I saw the stuff already got, I didn't want them to touch me. I just entered the back of the bus and I said, because there was no way you could escape through.
And Mohbad was still bleeding. Did they push Mohbad inside the bus as well?
He was still fighting. They were still fighting. Him and his best friend was trying to protect him. All of them were just there trying to fight each other. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, they forcefully pushed Mohbad and they were still hitting him the gun on his head and on his body and everything. They pushed him inside. So he was shouting,
NDLEA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at my head, look at my head, look at my body, look at my... They pushed him inside. They pushed his best friend inside. Like him too. But him too, they were hitting him on his head. But he was lucky because he has this big dreads on his head. So
that's your boyfriend?
Yes, my ex. So he couldn't penetrate. Okay. He couldn't penetrate his head. So he was lucky enough. But him too everybody was aggressive at that time.
Okay, so they now took you guys.
So yes. But at that spot, they beat Wumi a lot because they knew she was the first person to like attack them. But I don't know, she escaped the scene, the whole.
Okay, so they beat Mohbad's girlfriend.
Yes,
too?
But she escaped.
She escaped.
That night.
Okay.
So I think.
So how many people did they carry?
We're 6.
They carried you.
Me, Shubomi, Zeno, Mohbad, his best friend, and one other guy. That I don't know. I've never.
So they ended up carrying
7 of us.
all of you.
Yes, they carried
to the NDLEA office.
We got to the station that night.
Okay, so before we go further, why did you think NDLEA came to arrest Zeno? Why?
I don't have an idea. I don't know why.
And you never asked after then?
I don't know. Online they were saying, because of some videos that they made, that they saw them smoking and stuff
Okay. I think I remember the video.
Yes.
Okay, so when you people got to the NDLEA, what happened?
Okay. When we got to the station, as at then, I think they were already receiving calls because the thing was trending online. Okay, while we were inside the bus, while we were going to the station, people on I was still on live. So everybody, I was just trying to like hide my phone. I reduced the light of my phone, I hid my phone and I put it under my leg, and I was still trying to read the comments, and people were telling me, what's the address of the place, where are people going, where are they taking you to? We're trying to ask them why they were asked, because I was trying to ask the next person beside me, I couldn't remember. So we're trying to ask them, oh, where are you guys taking us to? They told us, shut up, why do you need to know, blah blah blah. They did not disclose where they were taking us to. So like they turn, we don't even know how we got to where we got to. So, and I was trying to text my friend, as at that time she's an influencer too. I was trying to like text her as at that time that, oh, please, okay, I think my my sub had they already MTN already sent me a text that my sub was about to finish. So I texted her to send me card immediately that I couldn't start recharging. They were going to catch me. So I think she was trying to send me card, and the whole thing was happening. When we got to the station, my sub had already finished. Oh,
when you go to the NDLEA office, your sub had already finished.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you manage to leave the NDLEA? How did Mohbad leave the NDLEA?
So that night, I didn't leave up until, I think I stayed there for like 2 days or 3 days.
Oh, you were locked there for like 2 days?
Who did they release first? Mohbad came out that same night. Because he had a show in Dubai the second day. So there was no how, he had to like talk to them. He went inside to see the head of the, I don't know, the NDLEA.
Which show did he have in Dubai?
I can't remember the name of the show, but he had a show in Dubai the next day.
Okay. So that was how Mohbad left.
Yes, that was how.
Now, this is for the NDLEA part, so it shows that you were there and then you know him to a point.
Yeah.
You showed a video. There's a video where Mohbad was pouring drink in your mouth.
Okay.
Now, was giving you drink.
Okay.
Would you say Mohbad is a heavy drinker? Do you know about the things he takes? Like, what does he take? Because I'm trying to understand some of the videos he did. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, what would you say? Was Mohbad a drinker? Was he a smoker? Was he doing drugs? You know, this will help us understand a lot of things that really happened. Since you were his best friend at some point.
Okay. So, about the drinking part, I don't really think he was much of a drinker.
Okay.
He wasn't really much of a drinker. But when he drinks, he gets very aggressive sometimes.
Okay.
Then, I don't know how to say this, but, okay. The wife, there was a time in my presence, the wife called Naira Marley and reported to Naira Marley that Bella was giving Mohbad ice.
Bella's mother?
Yes, was
giving Mohbad ice.
She was reporting right in my presence. She was reporting to Naira Marley.
So basically, wow, wait. That Bella's mother was giving Mohbad ice to take. More like he was introducing him to hard substances.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is new. This is pretty much very, very new. So, and the wife can confirm this, unless, but of course I know she
can confirm it, and I'm sure that every other person that were close to Mohbad can confirm it at that time. And I also reported to the dad when he came to the apartment.
Oh, you told the dad that Bella was giving Mohbad ice?
Yes, the wife.
That Bella was giving him ice.
Yes.
So which other, the wife that is reporting, does she take anything?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll go to parties, take, like...
No, you can't, this is just, you're trying to say your truth. You have to be out with everything.
Yeah.
Was she doing anything? Like drugs?